P. Diddy will not be attending the Grammys even though his album got nominated, right? I believe he got banned, you know what I'm saying? They not letting him come. They don't want him at the Grammys, right? I'm surprised he got nominated, right? I'm surprised they even got him on the joint. So what would happen if he wins? I know they definitely ain't gonna let that happen. But it seems like he's not gonna be attending with all the things going on with Diddy, man. And best believe, if you get banned from the 2024 Grammys, that means you're banned from the rest of the Grammys. And I don't see there being a case where Diddy's banned 2024 and then you allowed to come back the next year or the next year. So it looks like this is a permanent ban from the Grammys, right? I wouldn't be surprised if like the Hip Hop Awards or the BET Awards, if they follow through with banning Diddy, man. It don't got ugly for Diddy, man.
Well, embattled rapper Sean Diddy Combs has officially disqualified himself from this year's Academy Award, that's the Grammy, and says that he wants no association with this year's Grammy. Well, some of you thinking that Diddy would actually show up at this year's Grammy after all this hullabaloo and, Cassie thing, that seemed to have been an albatross around his neck. Were you guys thinking that he was going to make an appearance? Well, I'm sure this comes as a surprise to most of you, but not as a surprise to me. Well, we set to digest into the issue very properly. This is the Literary Helping Ask News. Just do well to subscribe to our platform. Let's get interactive also inside the comment section during today's episode. Let's get interactive. So, he apparently was nominated for, I think, 2 categories or so, if not 3. I think he was nominated for 3 or 2 in this year's, Grammy Award. But it looks like it came very early or very too early for the fans out there who were thinking that they officially for the first time are going to see Sean Diddy Combs present at, an open, event. It turns out that he said he's not going to show up. Now, I can understand the reason why he will pull off from attending a huge show like this. Now, let's not drag things back. We all do know the Cassie issue. Now also that he's been entangled with so many accusations in the past and people coming forward to allege, in fact, a plethora of things. I'm sure his DM has just been bombarded, inundated with day-in-day threats and all of that. But I think it came at the right time. He needed it. And in fact, even if he made an appearance at this year's Grammy, I'm just thinking about the psychological part of this, how the stigma from the audience would be. Because this is someone that has been battling for almost a year of depression about what people have talked about him in the past, what his close friends in the industry itself, say against him. I mean, we've had people in the industry disassociating themselves from Diddy after the Cassie issue, after this whole, power bottom thing recently also with, Bishop T.D. Jakes and other number of people who seem to be declaring some interesting fact about Diddy. In fact, it's been one too many of allegations upon allegations against Diddy. And so psychologically, I think he felt very, very necessary to apparently disassociate himself from all this crowd. Because, guys, guess what? If I were in Diddy's shoes, I just would not even want to cite or see any single person in the industry. Because all of them, in my view, will look as though are hypocrites in my sight. Because in my difficult time, nobody came out to speak for me. But here I am, openly, meeting all of them, and they're pretending as though they love me. I think psychologically, in my view, let's just maintain this as my point of view. I'm not speaking for Diddy. I don't even have any relationship with him. In fact, I don't even know him. But psychologically, let's just expand the conversation. I think he did the right thing for disqualifying himself from the not necessarily going to stripping his name from the nominee list, but just not wanting to be present at the event. I think it stands out positively for me. He needs some peace. He needs some space to rethink about things, restructure himself, know how to deal about such public exposures. Maybe he needs it as a therapy. He needs it. And he did a good job from disassociating or disqualifying himself from this year's Grammy. I hope he actually, will he even win? I doubt. I doubt Diddy will pick any award from this year's Grammy, but take it or leave it. He had no business. In fact, he has no business attending the award because people would not want to even sit on the same seat with Diddy before the paparazzi takes out unnecessary pictures and speculates things that really did not happen on the night. So just to pause or to stop any controversial speech or controversies after the show or the program, if he does attend, the best thing he did was to say, no, I'm not attending this year's Grammy. Take your award. Thank you for nominating me, but I'm not going, to be part of this year's Grammy award. Well, some people will call him selfish, but I don't care. I think he did the right thing. If you were in Diddy's shoes, trust me, you'll do worse. You'll lock yourself inside a room and not even come out. You wouldn't even let people watch you or see you because thinking alone about how people feel about you is dehumanizing. It's actually something that when you think about, you may even think of doing something, detrimental to yourself. And I'm super happy that maybe he has a whole team or entourage, a family group that apparently have made him still become active. Though we barely see him or post. The last time he posted was when he said he's not guilty and he will not let people assassinate his career. That's the only tweet he did post on his respective platform. And since, he's been silent. He's minding his business. Let alone to come out with a lot of appearances already. Yes, call him hypocrite. He is a hypocrite. I don't care. But he did the right thing. And will he even pick up any award? I don't know. Did he deserve that nomination? Yes, he does deserve the nomination because he deserves to be nominated because he's worked for it. Let's not start with that debate whether he deserves that nomination. Diddy deserves to be awarded or deserves to be nominated in that category. He worked for it. He's worked for it, honestly. Put all these Cassie thing, allegations aside. Is he not a musician? He is. Is he not a rapper? He is. Has he not worked to be occupying that kind of slot as a nominee? He does deserve it. So why let's create another conversations about whether or not he deserves? He deserves it. He deserves to be part of that nomination, unless of course it doesn't go onto his favor. But ask me, does he deserve the nomination? He absolutely deserves to be nominated over them. But unfortunately, just in case you're thinking of seeing him at this year's Grammy, he says no, he's not going to be part of it. Leave your thought in the comment inside the comment section. Thanks for watching.